Good evening. This is Dr. Barbara Gast, and I just wanted to give you a brief update with the BUS7003 in developing leaders. So your papers with week 4, everything's in the grade book for week 4. But I wanted to kind of wrap up. We finished week 5, and now we're into week 6. That means we just have 3 more weeks of class. Be sure that you're looking out for that final memo that's from CRT and with the practicum, because you need to have it signed. And if your supervisor is not available, have a backup in the HR department. But you won't be able to pass the practicum without having that signed memo, the final one. If you don't submit the final memo, you will not pass that course. So it's all relative to the BUS 7003 because you're using the theory that we're finding in our lessons from situational leadership into coaching, mentoring, and now we're going to be looking at high performance teams. This is all interrelated. And so you just, as we see the pace pick up, that we will eventually have also a team assignment in week 8. And so I will be assembling teams for you so you can work together on just as a slide presentation. And so that should work fine. But more about that next week. What I wanted to emphasize once again is if you did not listen to my video that I posted on the plagiarism, I want you to pay attention to that. I have given due warning. And so on your written papers, in fact, in the discussion forums, you can't copy and paste into that to get credit. But particularly on the written assignment, it's important that you have original work. And I've spent some time kind of discussing that. So go back to the announcements if you just kind of skimmed over it. When it comes to week 5, so you have papers in week 5, you had sufficient notice that if you have a very high similarity index, I will not accept the paper. And then a couple of you have approached me on some exceptions, being out of the country, travel, whatever. I have to adhere to the rules, and basically it's difficult to override that in the system. And what I suggest that you do, if you want a paper to be considered because you didn't get it in for some reason, you need to start with the director of the program, Dr. DeWald, and or if she's not available, her assistant, to explain the situation and see if you can get an exception. You've got to pay attention to these deadlines. It's just the way it is. It has to be done. Okay. With that being said, all right, we're near the end, so hang in there. If you have questions, let me know. Take care.